Good evening, forecaster Mark Spencer from Ohio News and Weather with your evening forecast for February 16th, 2026. A little bit early today on my forecast compared to usual. Well, we had a lot of fog out there this morning. It was really stubborn. It really stuck around a lot longer than we anticipated, and we're still dealing with some of those after effects of the fog in the form of low overcast across portions of central and southeastern Ohio. Elsewhere, we did clear out. The sun came out. We warmed up, which is great. We are going to get warmer, however. Over the next couple of days, we'll be in the 60s across much of Ohio by midweek. Boy, I wish it would last. Unfortunately, it's mid-February, so it's not going to last just yet. But it is a nice break from some of those really cold temperatures we just had not that long ago. We do have a chance of thunderstorms on Thursday. A couple of those could potentially be strong to severe. We'll talk about that in a moment. And more snow this weekend. Well, models are hinting at it, but a lot could change. We'll discuss that in just a moment. First, our live storm track radar with satellite. We have the high clouds and some of that fog this morning across, well, all of the state, but across northern Ohio into west central Ohio. It did clear out. We see temperatures warmed up real nice where it did clear out as well. We'll take a look at current temperatures in just a moment. Elsewhere, central and southeastern Ohio into south central Ohio, we're dealing with low overcast, about 400 to 500 feet or so above the ground is where the base of those clouds are. And that's keeping temperatures from rising too far out of the 40s. Unfortunately, we're going to stick with this through much of the late afternoon into the evening hours. There's a chance of fog again overnight tonight as well across much of Ohio. But yeah, unfortunately, the low overcast is keeping temperatures from rising much out of the mid-40s. Actually, this is a pretty good recovery overall, considering that there is this low overcast in place. Elsewhere, where it did clear out, how about 54 Cleveland, 52 Sandusky, Toledo, Defiance. We're in the mid to upper 40s across western and southwestern Ohio as well. Across central Ohio, again, low to mid-40s. Not a bad recovery. Still a little cool up in Ashtabula at 39 degrees, where the fog did clear out, just cold next to that lake. All right, let's shift gears and go into Wednesday night and Thursday through Sunday. Now, this is just one model, and a lot of this is going to change. And no, you're not going to see like, crazy swaths of severe weather or anything like that on here. It's just going to look like rain, unfortunately. And of course, then potential for some snow. Again, we got two different solutions on the snow, which I'll discuss in a moment. Here's rain Wednesday night into Thursday. Again, not much. Friday, rain clears out. Saturday, not too bad. Maybe some rain Saturday night into Sunday, but Sunday looking like we'll see a chance for snow across at least the eastern half of Ohio. This particular model, the GFS, wants to develop it overhead, kind of like you see right here. That would give us maybe the potential for some very light accumulations if it hangs around long enough. The European model right now wants to bring in snow north to south Saturday night into Sunday. It's a little bit more robust, a little bit more energetic with that, and it brings a little bit more into potential for accumulation. Too early to talk about accumulations with that big of a difference in just those two models right there. So a lot of this is going to change, just keep that in mind, but the potential is there that we could see some snow on Sunday, at least as of right now. Definitely stay tuned for the latest. Let's talk about our severe storm potential for Thursday. Right now, the Storm Prediction Center is highlighting southwestern Ohio for the most part in a very low probability for a chance for severe storms. About 15 to the high is about 30% there, like you see on the legend down there. Basically, what this means is there is an outside chance that a few of these storms could become severe. What would we be looking at? Well, generally damaging winds, but also this time here when we get these transitions from real warm back to kind of reality with cold, we get a big wind shift. There is always that potential for a isolated tornado or two. And I really want to emphasize it's isolated right now. This is not a high chance of much of anything. Just that there is a slight potential that we could see a couple storms reach severe levels of that. Damaging winds would be the biggest threat, and also an outside chance for an isolated tornado or two. Just can't quite rule it out. We could see thunderstorms across western Ohio as well, but I think as you get further north towards Findlay and Toledo, we definitely stay non-severe, but could hear some rumbles of thunder nonetheless. That could even expand a little bit further east. We'll just kind of have to keep an eye on it over the next couple of days. So definitely stay tuned for the latest. All right, overnight tonight, this should be towards daybreak. Could see a couple rain showers across parts of northeastern Ohio. So this should be generally it's hard because you have to pick an icon. Unfortunately, it should generally be increasing clouds with a chance of rain. Again, very, very scattered across northeastern Ohio. It's almost lake effect like in a sense. It's not really lake effect by that sense. Elsewhere, we'll see fog build in by daybreak. It's patchy, dense fog, so it's not necessarily going to be this widespread fog, although the potential is there. Temperatures will stay above freezing, so this is good. We're not going to deal with that freezing fog we dealt with this morning, except maybe in a couple spots. We do get close to freezing across southeastern Ohio, so a couple of those valley locations there could be dealing with that. Elsewhere, I think we'll be okay. Tonight's forecast is brought to you by our partner, Northwest Ohio Broadband. For your day on Tuesday, we'll call it a mix of sun and clouds. Again, we're going to have that fog early. It'll lift. We'll still have some clouds around for a while. In spots where the fog isn't as dense, I think we'll have more sun than clouds. But otherwise, we warm up real nice with a nice south breeze, about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Temperatures generally in the mid-50s. North Ashtabula will be our cool spot in the upper 40s. Elsewhere, central Ohio, upper 50s or so, and then we get into the low 60s across southern Ohio. How warm do we get over the next couple days, Wednesday and Thursday? And then how cool do we get when that snow moves in this weekend? Let's take a look at the latest 5-day forecast.